What a crazy weekend it was in the Big 12. And I'll tell you, some of these results this weekend, you guys, I think absolutely changed the face of the college football playoff race. I think what we have coming up in Texas and Oklahoma on a singular national rivalry stage this weekend in the Red River Rivalry. See, in my head, I was already saying, don't say shootout. It's rivalry these days. Texas and Oklahoma is going to be huge. And the win that I think we saw this weekend in college football that was the most definitive was Texas over Kansas. And we can stop the nonsense about whether or not Texas is back. Let's get this straight right now. Texas is legit. The Big 12 has an actual national championship contender. And wouldn't it be fitting if Oklahoma ended that? Because let's not kid ourselves. Of all the results we saw this weekend, I think Texas made a statement that they are ready to play Oklahoma, that the Red River Rivalry is going to be something special, just as it should be. Jake, I think we saw a massive weekend this weekend in the Big 12.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that, obviously Texas beating Kansas was huge. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. A lot of people felt like, hey, is Texas going to be able to handle business? Is this the week where Texas inevitably falls on their face and the national championship hopes die? Because we seemingly get that every year with Texas, right? And remember, everyone before the season was like, oh, this is just another year. Texas is nothing special. Let's not talk about that recruiting class for Sark. Let's not talk about the guys that he recruited the year before that are now on the field making plays. Nobody wants to talk about, Jade Barron or Xavier Worthy or any of these dudes. And then they just go out and ball. They just go out and dominate the competition. And so I would expect nothing less of Texas against Oklahoma. I would expect them to go out and inflict their will. Now, obviously, is there a lot to play for here if you're Oklahoma? Obviously, is this one of those games on these two schools' schedules? Of course. There's heat here. But if you're a national championship caliber team, which I believe Texas is, there's no other expectation other than win this game, win it convincingly, and move along with your business. And so for me with the Big 12, you had a couple other nice stories. I thought what BYU did was nice. I thought what Dave Aranda and company did against UCF was really nice.
How about that fourth quarter?
Yeah, it was wild. It was
Good
absolutely
Lord.
wild. Insane.
I think Texas, and I know a lot of people hate this, but I think Texas is the most compelling team in the country.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you look at 8 receivers, when you look at the fact that Jonathan Brooks ran for 10.4 yards a carry on a very respectable Kansas team, what they did to Kansas should not be overlooked simply as Kansas, not having one of the best quarterbacks in the country for four quarters. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Texas had every reason to struggle this weekend looking ahead to Oklahoma, and they didn't. That tells me that they are bought into Sark and the staff. That tells me that Texas is back, and I think the Big 12 on the whole is so thirsty for a national championship contender, and you've got it. And the ultimate storyline, obviously, the irony of Texas leaving the conference, the irony of not winning the conference. I believe the last time Texas won the conference was 1864. And I don't.
Y'all feel me?
Like to 100.
Might be a slight exaggeration.
I could be off by, a year or 100 there. But my point is, it's amazing that Texas here and now is a national championship contender. And I think this conference is on such an epic run. It actually would not surprise me if somehow, some way, the Big 12 found itself with Texas in the college football playoff, with Texas playing for a spot in the national championship. Because I would remind you, the biggest game of the year for Texas is at the very top of the crescendo. After the Oklahoma game, Texas really has a very easy ride. The K-State game could possibly be the most difficult game left on their schedule, but you look at this Oklahoma game, it's top of the mountain, Mon. This is it. If Texas wins this game, there are zero excuses for Texas not to go to Tarrant County for the Big 12 championship game, and then zero excuses for Texas not to be in the college football playoff. If you're a Big 12 fan, dare I say that you're a Texas fan this weekend, because I think Texas has the goods. And I'm not saying that Brent Venables is not a great story and that Oklahoma's comeback and rise and resurgence back to respectability this season isn't something special, because damn it, it is. But what I'm telling you is Texas is something else. Texas is on a different level. You look at what they got out of Quinn Ewers this weekend. That's the stuff of Heisman performances.
Facts.
But that was Kansas, and we're now talking about Oklahoma and the Red River Rivalry. I'm talking about a game in the Red River Rivalry that means everything to the state of Texas.
Yeah.
It's the game of games. If Quinn Ewers throws for 300 and runs for 50 against Oklahoma, if you can get 250, 300 yards on the ground, it'll be a blowout again. Is Texas legit? We find out this weekend.
Well, and look, I think this is the genius of having Alabama as one of your non-conference games, right? I mean, it allows you, what are you, 5 weeks into the year?
Yeah.
To say, hey, we're legit. We beat Alabama. We handled our business against Wyoming, even though all the Texas haters want to say, oh, that was a fourth quarter game, and they were going to fumble it in that game. Dude, they were never in any danger of losing that game. I have news for you. They dominated the fourth quarter when they needed to.
Yeah, they did.
And that's it. That's the end of the YO discussion or criticism or anything, because the stat sheet says they won that game easily. So then, all right, I'm like, all right, Baylor. Okay, well, going into the Baylor game for Texas, Baylor was regarded as this pretty much trash team that just was not having a good year. Hey, is Dave on the hot seat? Like, we all remember what the narrative was. And they did what they were supposed to do in that game. That was never going to be a game that you lost. But now Baylor does what they did this week against UCF, comes back, sensational win. So maybe
how did UCF lose that game?
Dude, it's beyond me, dude. Gus Malzahn always finds a way.
Play calling and clock management were
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Did the Baylor win? Or let me rephrase. Did the UCF silver plattering of a win, did they gift wrap Dave Aranda remaining at Baylor for another year?
I think he might have bought himself another year with that win. But
it's
for
unreal.
Texas, dude. But for Texas, again, you handle Baylor, you handle Kansas at home just like you should have, and you're right. Oklahoma really is, to me, the sort of the door opening to the college football playoff. You beat Oklahoma, and you're pretty much riding off into the sunset in the college football playoff.
Yeah, I think it was incredible, and I just feel terrible for Jalen Daniels. I don't know. I want to say the kid's legit, but you got to be on the field. Your best ability is your availability, and with all due respect to Jason Bean, this is a different team without him.
Mm-hmm.
That is harsh. That is brutal. It's everything you don't want. And then you have BYU, who, you know what? I think there's no downplaying BYU anymore. Let's stop trying to find reasons not to like Keaton Slovis. Let's stop trying to find reasons, to downplay what BYU is doing. It's not a fluke anymore. BYU beat Cincinnati, and Keaton Slovis threw for 223 and 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. L.J. Martin, a fine young running back, had 60 yards on the ground running, 2 touchdowns on the ground, and this BYU defense is legit. And I'll just keep espousing about the greatness of Max Tooley. I can only say so much about Tyler Batty and Jacob Robinson. I don't know what else I can sit here and tell you, as somebody who's watched BYU for over a decade. Seeing the way that BYU is playing now, I have never seen a BYU defense play at this level against this level of competition. I go back to all the years that Bronco Mendenhall was begging to get into the Big 12 for BYU, and I don't believe, and you're going to call me crazy, I don't believe in the last 10 years, Zach Wilson, Jaron Hall, I don't believe I've ever seen a touchdown pass delivered the way we saw Keaton Slovis with that touchdown pass. I mean, it's remarkable to me that Keaton Slovis, in a lot of ways, was the guy that nobody wanted in Provo, and I'm included in that. I questioned Keaton Slovis as a quality quarterback. The pass he threw to Chase Roberts, avoiding defenders, no time or space, and throwing a dime piece that goes for a touchdown. It's one of the greatest touchdown passes I've seen in the last decade at BYU. And I think we need to recognize this BYU defense. They're 4-1. Their loss was to Kansas in Lawrence, but they have quality wins over Arkansas and Cincinnati. I don't know what to make of TCU in 2 weeks because if there's a more disappointing team in the Big 12, TCU losing to West Virginia and Fort Worth is one of the most disappointing games of this season. It is inexplicable. It is stunning. It is
not their first time this year, right?
Well, but again, we knew that TCU was going to backslide. There's no way that TCU stays at that level that we saw last year. TCU was so good last year. You knew they were going to come down a bit. You can't lose to a team on a death march with a lame duck coach that everybody knew wasn't coming back. You can't give up that kind of tonnage to West Virginia.
But look at the kind of game you played here, because I think this game was similar in fashion to the Colorado game in that, hey, it's a one score game that you lost by. You just didn't get it done. And the hard part is both of those are at home, like you said. Like, you can't have that, man. That's you just don't do that in football.
You can't take 7 penalties against West Virginia when they only had 2. You can't be stupid. You can't get out time of possession by West Virginia. You cannot be 6 of 16 on third down. TCU, how do you explain this?
How do you explain getting shut out in the second half? How?
It's one of the most disappointing performances of the year. There's just no way to spin that.
Yeah.
Man. There's no way to spin it. I think that is, now you have a real hill to climb, because I'd also remind you that TCU is at the other mind-numbingly really, really bad football team. And if anybody wants to explain to me how on earth Iowa State beat Oklahoma State 2 weekends ago and then gave up 50 points to Oklahoma this past weekend, I said, God damn, you gave up 50 points to Oklahoma? Hello? Like,
I don't even know what to say.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You beat Oklahoma State. Is this a measure of just how bad Oklahoma State is? Oak State, excuse me.
Do you mind, please?
Are you kidding me that you gave up 50 points, Matt Campbell, to Oklahoma State, and somehow, I don't even. You're not good.
Because it's garbage.
Bro, you're not good. Do you understand how bad Iowa State is? Do you understand that when you look at this game, and I understand it was in Norman, I totally get it. I understand it. But you gave up not 1, not 2, but 3 for 3 fourth down conversions by Oklahoma.
And kick a person when he's down.
3 for 3. Do you know how hard it is to go 3 for 3 on fourth down conversions? Apparently not very against Iowa State.
I was going to say.
It's unbelievable to me that Iowa State is this bad.
Yeah.
And it's unbelievable to me that Oklahoma State lost to Iowa State.
Yeah.
That 50
It's an indictment on the mullet, dude. There's no doubt.
That 50-point thing that Iowa State gave, you lost by 30, dude.
How?
I have no idea.
How?
I have no
Get
idea.
your facts straight.
And yeah, you got shut out in the second half. That game, and I know everybody's like, well, who gives a damn fat ass? It's like, no, Iowa State's bad. This is no more like, oh, hey, gambling, scandal, and you got Brock
you guys
Purdy
couldn't win a
and
game because all your guys are suspended?
and Breece Hall. And look, I totally understand it. There's been some things a flutter. You're not good.
No.
You're not good at all. In Iowa State, you're embarrassing yourself now. And more to the point, really, I guess, Oklahoma State, you're embarrassing yourself now. And somebody needs to check the mullet because I can't believe they gave up 50. Gabriel's good, and I totally get it. You can't give up 50 to Oklahoma.
You can't, dude. You can't.
There is, in no way, shape, or form can you do that. So I think the other two games I want to mention real quick, how about SC and Colorado? Did that live up to it at all?
Hell yeah, it did.
No. Jake. And it's a vision that I'm going to struggle to ever get out of it's burned into my retinas. Walking into Jake's place to go we were supposed to go golfing, and I walk in, and Jake is on his couch, and let's just say there's baby oil all over the place.
Macaque.
How excited were you to see Deion's offense put it up against SC?
I was thrilled, man. Lincoln lived up to the brand, dude. Live up to it, Lincoln. Live up to it, dude.
That's what you were really excited about, wasn't it?
Yep.
That Lincoln Riley's defense is, again, very sus.
Yep, living up to it, dude.
Oh,
It is what it is.
Were you more excited that Deion's offense was good or that Lincoln's defense was
I
that
was
bad?
more excited about coming onto the show today and ripping Lincoln Riley. You know what it is.
Yeah, Lincoln Riley always got Heisman quarterbacks and never a defense.
What I just said.
Hey, congratulations on going to a New Year's Six. Never to the playoff.
Boom. Out of here.
Shedeur Sanders, Heisman Trophy winner or not?
Winner, I don't know. Contender?
Should he be in?
Absolutely.
He should be in
Yes.
New York.
Yes. Winner, probably not, because he doesn't win enough.
Well, Quinn Ewers is probably going to win it, depending on what happens this weekend.
No, Caleb Williams is going to win it.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, he
I
is.
think, listen to me. You listen and you listen good.
Mm-hmm.
If Texas, again, you want to talk about the implications of Texas, Oklahoma. If Texas beats Oklahoma, it's going to be awfully hard for Quinn Ewers. If he stays healthy and just stays the course, keeps the oars in the water, Quinn Ewers is going to win the Heisman Trophy.
Uh-huh.
Because he'll be the reason they win or lose against Oklahoma in the Red River Rivalry.
I want you to listen to me.
And you listen good. If Quinn Ewers beats Oklahoma, it's going to be tough not to give him the Heisman Trophy.
I'm going to say this again.
Caleb Williams won it once. You have to be better than you were when you won it to win
Which
it
he
twice.
Numbers say he is.
Better story, Texas or USC?
Well,
Yeah, I would
Texas
agree.
right now.
Texas. The Longhorns are a far better story. A far better story. Going out, don't think it's lost on people that Texas isn't. They're leaving the Big 12, and Quinn Ewers is doing what he's doing, and some guy named, Crotch Manning is on the bench. And
how dare you?
Quinn Ewers could steal the hearts of Heisman voters this coming weekend. Now, it could also come to a crashing end this weekend, and we are absolutely making tomahawk steaks out of the Longhorns after this game. That could absolutely be the case. But again, if Texas wins this weekend, they will play for the Big 12 championship.
Yep.
He will be in New York for the Heisman Trophy ceremony.
Procedure stuff.
If they beat Oklahoma, he will go to New York and probably win the whole damn thing.
I want you to listen to me.
There's a lot on the line in the Red River, don't call it a shootout rivalry game. Meteorological Society. Right? There's a lot on the line in Texas,
dude.
Oklahoma.
Yes.
And it feels good.
Yes.
It feels good that here we are, and I don't know where you are, but it's a chilly, cloudy afternoon here at Casa de Monte office compound. penthouse office tower thing.
Yeah, the 49th floor and stuff.
Yeah. It feels good to have big college football.
Hell
and
yeah,
it feels good. You know what else feels good? That a rivalry game matters.
It's good for college football when Texas is good, and I know that pisses off all the other Big 12 fans, but it's the truth, dude.
All right, before we get to free buckshot,
Yeah.
because buckshot is free right now.
Right.
How about Boss Frog? Number one, he says, hi, Jake. But first, $100.
Let's go, baby. Hell yeah, dude.
Gotta love. I wish Salty Drunk was here. Gotta love a man that pays up. It was a massive weekend, all right. 7 of 10.
Boom.
Here's your piece of action on South Florida.
Let's go.
Thank you, sir. He says, time to pay the piper. Keep the change. And hello, Jake. I'm here.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Dilly.
Matt Ritson for $5. Your famous Monty. They talk about Oregon State. Great, man. Wolves don't concern themselves with the sheep, boys. Cleveland Rocks heading west for 3-week vacation.
Okay.
My man. We will say a prayer for you as we fly over Soldier Field.
Dude,
How?
why? We're 24 minutes into the program, and you just had to bring it up.
How?
Because it's garbage.
Just go watch Matt Eberflus
Dude.
lose his bladder while trying to figure out what to say about Chase Claypool not being on the Chicago Bears. And I would remind you, did you not know this question was coming? Yeah, we knew it was coming. Did you prepare for it? No. Here, let me help you, because he was like, oh, well, yeah, maybe, here, let me help you. That's an internal matter, and I'm not going to talk about it in front of the media. Hey, but he was he here or not? Guys, it's an internal issue. That means we're handling it internally, and I'm not going to talk about it.
We're on to Cincinnati.
That's it. That's all you have to do.
But we're really focused on Philadelphia right now.
But what did Matt Eberflus, the head coach of the Bears, who better be fired soon,
He's a
do?
bum.
No, he stood out there. He's like, wow, I like guys who are on time. I like guys who are professional and prepared and want the very best for the football team. So wait, Matt, are you saying those were the issues with Chase? No, I'm just saying when it comes to Chase, I like guys who are on time and who are professional and stuff. So you are saying, and I'm not even dramatizing this. So you are saying those are the issues. What I'm saying is that Chase, we have, he's going to be away from the team this week. So well, how do I ask this, Matt? So it was said that Chase was given a choice, but you said it wasn't a choice until you just said a minute ago. Was it a choice or? Yeah, we gave him a choice. He chose to stay home. Well, Matt, he actually didn't stay home. He showed up at Soldier Field. Right. Again, I like guys who are on time and. What are you doing? Matt, all you have to do is say it's an internal matter, and I'm not going to talk about it. Let's talk about next week when we lost again.
It's not the best situation, and we all know that.
15 in a row, baby.
Listen, we've lost 14 in a row. Why don't you guys, we've lost 14 games in a row. Do anybody have questions about our bad football team?
Because it's garbage.
Okay, thanks. All right, we'll see you next week. Thanks. So it's not rocket science, Matt. Apparently it is to you because you're
We're on to Cincinnati.
Yeah, we're focused on the Jets today.
We're really focused on Philadelphia right now.
Give me anybody, but don't talk about it's an internal issue, and we're not going to talk about it. I won't be That's an internal matter. We won't be commenting on it.
Bro.
Here, let me fix it for you, Matt. It's an internal matter. We won't be talking about it.
Fucking A.
A-hole. All right. Less of us, more of you. Let's get to, as we do every day at this time, free buckshot from BuckedUp.com. You guys, the official energy provider of the Monty Show is Bucked Up, and I always talk about it on the show. I always say, hey, buckshot is the way to go. It's the best of the best of the best, right? Well, now I want to give it to you free. See this graphic? All you have to do is get into the description of the show below. There's a link. or find me on Twitter, or find me on Instagram. There's a link. You can get 6 free buckshots sent right to your door, clean, long-lasting energy for free. Energy shots that are designed to help you have your best days. And guys, I tell you every single day, if it's an Excel spreadsheet, if you're Boss Frog today and you're on vacation, you guys, big ups to Boss Frog. Not only does he, chip you off a chunk when you give him a good hit on South Florida.
I'm for real.
He's taking his first ever real don't check the phone or the computer vacation.
Y'all feel me?
Boss Frog is on vacation. Have a buckshot, Boss Frog, for free. You guys, that's what it's about. Feel better. All you get with BuckedUp, and I tell you every day with Buckshot, the best ingredients that make the best products that do exactly what they tell you they're going to do. 200 milligrams of pure, clean caffeine, natural caffeine sources that give you mental clarity. And very clearly, as a Bears fan,
you really need that, dude.
Very clearly, as a Cubs fan, did I not tell you first here on the show? No, I'm not the first one to say it. Exclusive news on the Monty Show, the Cubs are not good.
Too bad. Too fucking bad,
And then
man.
the owner of the Cubs is like, well, hey, Tom Ricketts, the owner of the Cubs, he was asked, hey, are you guys going to re-sign Cody Bellinger? Well, Cody had a great year, and, we really like Cody, and we're going to have to see. He's a free agent. We'll have to see how the market plays out. No, hey, Tom Ricketts, let me help you here. What he translate the Ricketties, which is Tommy for saying we're profit taking, and he's going to be a free agent, which is Tommy Ease for saying he's going to get a lot of money and we don't pay anybody anything. So
a lot.
Yeah, he's going to go play for a World Series contender,
Oh.
which means he won't be back in the Cub
Okay,
uniform.
so you're saying there's going to be a reunion out west, and maybe, he's going to be back in Dodger Stadium again. That's what we're really saying.
Tom Ricketts is a jerk face. Anyway, get your free buckshot in the description below. Hook it up. Good to be with you, friends. Happy Monday. 30 minutes
go,
in
baby.
and we're rolling. Let's get your thoughts in here. Casey Anthony got away with it for $5.
Live up to the brand. It's Monday. It's your first comment of the week. Don't mess it up.
Oregon State and Washington State are better than the 4 Pac-12 teams the Big 12 added. The Big 12 minus Texas and Oklahoma would be the 5th best football conference.
Okay. So you messed it up, dude.
You had a
chance.
chance.
All you had to do
Couldn't you
was
just
stay on brand.
and just finish it off with Jagoff? That's
Yeah,
your brand.
That's it, dude. That's it.
It's fine. Let's see. Stephen Smith for $20. If you watch the final quarter of OU ISU, it was very competitive. Stephen, I forget all these other people. Forget the other 600 people who are here, Stephen. It's just you and me talking. They scored 50 points, sir.
Minutes parade.
I said 50 points.
I thought you said the final quarter was competitive, bro.
I said they scored 50 points.
Dude.
OU, not Iowa. OU scored.
Well, that's the issue, isn't it?
50
Dude.
points. Wow, listen, did you time how long it took him to drink that whole thing of Gatorade? That was really, we were within 0.3 of a second of the kid on the sideline in Oklahoma. And we use powder. They get it like fully mixed.
Dilly.
Guy,
I love you, bro, but that's the laugh I needed right there.
help me.
That was incredible.
Help me help you to help yourself. Because, my dude, do you want, okay, here are some numbers. Why am I doing this? I don't know. First of all, they scored 50. You lost by 30 points.
Please.
Okay? You lost by 30 points.
Okay.
Here, just some numbers I want to throw out there. They had 500 yards of offense, sir.
Yes.
523. You had 352.
Okay, not bad, but just not enough.
Not bad, but
Right?
not good.
Yeah.
When you give up 50 points.
Yeah.
You need more than that. But you had 150 yards rushing.
Okay, again, not bad. Not bad.
The problem is they had 366 yards of passing. They had 33 minutes of possession time. You threw 2 interceptions. I mean, like, they ran the ball 41 times. Dude. They averaged 10 yards a pass play.
Dude.
You lost by 30.
Oh, man.
Well,
wow.
you know, there were 4 snaps.
Guys.
You're over-exaggerating. We lost by 30, but does that tell the story? There were 4 snaps in the game where we were competitive. 1 in each quarter. What? I mean, it's Matt Campbell. How much can you expect from us?
Donnie, please.
And look, you gave us $20. I feel like I should give you a refund, but I'm not going to.
Right. I mean, you committed. I mean,
I play golf.
Send those refunds.
I play golf. That means I lose a lot of golf balls, sir. Anyway, after that, Iowa State couldn't keep up. And the game was out of reach. You lost by 30. Was it ever in reach? I believe that they have a chance to get to 6 wins, but the rest of the half. Okay. I mean, I would still be drunk too if I had lost by.
I knew today would be shitty.
Okay, let's go down Iowa State's schedule. You believe they've won 2 games. Okay, they've lost to Iowa. That's not a good loss either. Oh, you lost to Ohio. You beat
Ohio State?
You beat Oklahoma State. No, Ohio. No, there's no state on the end. There's no the or state. It's just H-I. I don't know. How do you do I? Oh. Hey, look here, man. H-I-O. Ohio. You lost to Ohio and you lost to Oklahoma, but you did beat Oklahoma State. And as somebody who beat them, you can call them Okie State. I can't. TCU.
Loss.
I swear to God, Sonny.
Sonny, please.
Don't do me like that, Sonny. At Cincinnati, that's a loss. At Baylor's a loss. Kansas, I don't know. That's in Ames.
It's probably a loss.
It's probably a loss. You're losing to BYU. Do you think you're beating Texas?
Well, guys.
Guys, no, listen. The
first quarter was really competitive.
I saw Brock Purdy, and he told me he was going to be in Ames for the Texas game. We have a chance. You don't.
It's over.
I'm asking for a friend. That friend's name is Steven. Who's $20 lighter in the pocketbook today. I'm asking for my friend Steven. Where are the 4 wins on this schedule? And again, I know you've been day drinking because you're an Iowa State fan, but I don't know that there's another win.
No.
You better beat Cincinnati. Because we're
on to Cincinnati.
Okay. All right.
I'm okay. Dax Johnson. It's possessive. I would be remiss if I didn't say that my childhood dog growing up, his name was Monty. God damn it. Why does the show doesn't have to be awkward like this? Also, is Zachy Poo going to go after Donna Kelsey?
Dude.
Okay.
Look.
First of all, it's not Zach's fault they lost.
No.
And we'll get to that in 13 minutes on Football at 50. Donna Kelsey's not attractive. And I'm not trying to be a jerk. But Taylor Swift's mom.
Mm-hmm.
But Donna Kelsey,
And with all due respect,
I know that Zachy Poo, how shall I say this? Well, he piped his mom's friend. And I understand. I understand that.
Dude.
Right? But his mom's friend was mildly attractive.
Macaque.
But no, his mom's friend was mildly attractive. With all due respect, have you seen Travis Kelsey's brother? He's kind of a grizzly man, and he looks like his mom. So you put 3 and 7 together and make 6. I'm just telling you, no, that's not.
Yeah, no.
I'm fine. I don't think so. Christopher Shannon. Blake Lively looked like I'd do a Do a prison? What? Blake Lively looked like I do a prison stint for? Is everybody, am I the only not drunk one?
I mean,
I do a prison stint for?
Blake Lively.
Hey,
is...
salty drunk. Did you see other people paid their part? You didn't.
Dude, give the guy credit. Blake Lively is fine. Come on. She's fine, dude.
Oh, my God. So you've been day drinking, too?
No, I'm sober. She's fine.
All the mirrors broken at your place, Monty? I guess. I don't know. I'm an attractive man. Cougar Tracks. My dog's name is Jake. There's that. Wow.
Ain't no reset.
I appreciate you guys name your dogs after the show. You know. Casey Anthony says, Kelsey obviously has a huge caulk.
Macaque.
What is this? Is his shower leaking? What did I miss? Jeff Woodworth, wait, what? Zach hit on Swifty's mom? Exactly. Go start that rumor.
Yes.
Let's do that. You guys, stop. Like, go Tigers. Go Black 45. Still pissed and angry from the game. DC has to go. Which one?
Yeah.
I don't know. The Tater Man. KU's OU over-under on wins is directly proportional to Jalen Daniels being healthy.
Totally.
They can beat anyone except Texas if he plays. He is a wonderful quarterback.
Yeah.
But he's got to stay healthy. It's frustrating. This is the Quinn Ewers thing. How much better is Texas if Quinn Ewers doesn't get hurt last year?
Oh, 100%. And they're seeing the fruits of that labor now. I mean, he's outstanding.
You know. That's what I'm saying. I don't even.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. It just, to me anyway. KF, Neal Brown needs fired. Well, KF, you may have to change the name of your YouTube account. Now West Virginia might be mired in mediocrity for another year if Neal Brown has one good year and is now 26-26.
Damn, he's 500 again?
I would still fire him. That's just me. But whatever. TCU sucks too. Iowa State wins that.
That would truly be a new low for Sonny and company.
I would be TCU's not losing. There's no way. No. There is no way.
Nah.
Conference Commissioner Gumby, I knew Sonny would do Monty like that. Seriously. Admittedly, I'd had too many licks off the Horned Frog back, right? Like I got the poison and I overestimated. Nobody saw it. There's no chance anybody saw them going to Fort Worth and winning. You know. Casey Anthony for $10. Congratulations to Jagoff Fields. Thank you. The show can start now. The word of the day has been introduced.
Thank you.
To Jagoff Fields for tying the worst starting QB record in the first 32 games in NFL history, 5-27, and has a career 44 passer rating at the end of games, not even counting those fumbles. And part of me, and I admit that as a sports fan, I have been beat down. Like I'm long suffering. I'm a Cubs fan. I'm a Bears fan. I'm waiting for the news that Connor Bedard lost a leg in a tragic L train incident. You know, I'm waiting for it. When the Bears were up like 50-0 on, Bronco Nation, let's ride. I was like, okay.
Stay hard.
We're giving away the first 2 picks in the draft. Like, please, God, let Justin Fields revert to the shitty quarterback that I know he is. 42 minutes today. Let Justin Fields revert to the mediocre, can't pass because the coaches are in my ear over talking quarterback that we know he is. He is worse than Mitchell Trubisky. He is worse than Jim Harbaugh or Steve Fuller or
Rex Grossman.
Rex was quality. Don Mikowski, like the worst ever.
Right.
Eric Hipple. God, please let him revert. And apparently God is real and he listened because Notre Dame came back and Sam Hartman's beard is flourishing. It is flourishing.
Notre Dame, our mother.
Right? Sam Hartman is the next Bachelor. He is so damn good looking.
Stay hard.
And he's such a nice guy. He's such a nice boy. Look at him waiting outside the tent to taunt the Duke quarterback. Such a nice guy. And then there's Justin Fields, who just is not good.
I don't really get it.
The Bears, like,
Listen,
is
that fumble is not entirely on him, but it's 99% on him.
How is it not on him?
Well, because the play took his back to the rushing end.
Was the ball in his hand? With the ball in his hand?
Don't hate on him, dude. Don't hate on him.
Did he?
Don't.
Quarterbacks? Now, again, I'm assuming the Bears have professional coaching, which they don't. We've already talked about Eber.
We may have to go short in a couple cases.
Eber
suck.
Matt Eberflus, the head coach of the Chicago Bears, is a defensive guy. Are you telling me that he's working on ball protection skills because quarterbacks, and this is too nuanced, but quarterbacks work in a very different skill set for ball protection.
Well, we've all seen the Jameis Winston videos, right?
Okay, stealing and theft from retail stores has nothing to do with this. My point is,
his ability to hold on to things is outstanding.
Ask the Uber drivers. The point is, Justin Fields does not employ ball protection technique. When he's running around or when he is executing handoffs or ball fakes, just look at his hand and his footwork. He is not shielding himself. He's not protecting the ball. That fumble is 100% on Justin Fields because he does not have good hand mechanics, dude. Like you look, the numbers don't lie. He threw his ass off, and it was gorgeous in the second quarter. And that was where all the joy ended. He chose violence in the second half, and it was ugly. And the other thing I will say, Matt Eberflus, this great defensive coach.
Stay hard.
Now, I could be wrong. I'm just little old fat ass over here watching football games. You gave up 24 points in the second half, and you scored less than that. That's not generally the way you win football games. And your defense, to be fair, your defense hasn't been good. It's been really, really bad. So you don't develop quarterbacks. Chase Claypool's an abject disaster, as you've now described to everybody.
You know.
Your defense is bad. You have the first 2 picks in the NFL draft upcoming that it looks like you're going to try and win games, which I don't understand. Why am I not allowed to have nice things?
Yeah.
Like, why am I not allowed to have nice things as a sports fan?